Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Chris Omni, the eco health hippie, and I found lady number 4. I am still here at the Morton Arboretum in Lisle, Illinois, and the heaviness in my voice is because of what's occurring right now. She is the reason why Lisle was even added to this cross country trip. And I shared the viewing of this beautiful sculpture, this queen, with my bestie, and that was perfect. That experience of holding space with her, with the sculpture, with me, that was divine. And standing there next to the sculpture and taking pictures of her, and then maybe one or two with me and her, that was divine. That was why I was supposed to be here. But now I'm sitting here on the bench and I'm watching people come in and out in waves to admire the sculpture. And it is a piece of art. I get that. But I'm beginning to feel very motherly right now. And that this is more than a piece of art. That this is a black woman. That this is a queen. And a lot of the people are just coming in to pose. You'll see when I turn it around and we share this walk together that they're just posing. She's divided in the middle. She is creating space, which is beautiful. And people are just standing in the middle posing. I watched a group of people rush over to her and try to figure out what she was made out of. They were knocking on her and feeling her. And even when I was standing there was somebody that talked about how it was made of steel, but then someone else said it was made of wood. And I'm noticing that not a lot of the people who are honoring this sculpture look like me. Now, at this very moment, there are 2 queens that are standing over by the sculpture. But when I watched them walk in, they stopped, they took her in, recognized and honored her beauty. Maybe I'm reading into this, but I haven't seen anybody else just stop. That they go right up to her and then they pose. So yeah, I'm feeling some type of way right now that I want to protect her. That we as black women are beautiful. We are creating and holding spaces for people on the daily. And yes, we are art, but not to be on display and have people pose with us. Not in this way. This feels different. I didn't know art can make you feel so many different emotions. Like this last sculpture, I was crying because of the power of motherhood. The other 2 sculptures, I was thinking about the divine feminine, and all these sculptures are of women. At least that's what I think. And it's just something about this one piece where I just want to hold her and protect her and not let anybody enter her space unless they are there with the proper intentions of being in her space and honoring her beauty, honoring the power of the Black Queen, honoring the fact that the artist created a sculpture that looks like me, placed in nature. There are no other pieces out here but her. She's holding this down by herself. The artist did that. I am seeing myself in nature, which is a very difficult statement to make because black women in green spaces don't happen all the time. But right now, that's us. That is us. So I'm going to take you with me We're going to walk down and see her together. I hope you're ready. And you'll see how different people are walking up, and just take it all in. Take it all in. There's a lot that could be said when looking at this division right here. I think about my own journey of eco-spirituality and how that's a division from being a Baptist, and how for a long time I was looking for a spiritual connection, but just not finding it in my inherited religion. Being a Baptist was something that my mom was. Being a Baptist was something that my grandma was. And this inherited religion was passed down to me and dropped at my feet. And yes, I went to church. Yes, I got baptized. But even in that space, it wasn't fulfillment like I'm being fulfilled right now. Eco-spirituality is giving this to me. But there's that division. I want you to think about the divisions in your life as I turn her around and sit with you, stand with you, and hold you in this space. We're going to continue this journey and step over to her right side. While you're noticing the brass and notice the leaves, I want you to pay attention to the details of this sculpture. That's us. That earlobe, those lips, that nose, those eyes. This is a black queen in nature. Take her all in as we hold space together, admiring her beauty and her power and her presence. And yes, there are people here taking photos, as I said, even birthday photos. But hold this space with me. And what do you think she's thinking? What do you think she is saying to herself right now as she is observing other people observing her? Remember, communication can happen without words even being exchanged. What is she thinking? Oh, look at this division from the front. Paying close attention to her eyes, her nose, her lips, all of her features. How she is holding this space and saying that you will see me. I am here, I am strong, I am not moving. That Mother Earth, nature, according to the artist right now in this moment, in this space, what I'm receiving is that Mother Earth is a black woman. She's a queen. And this look of peace and just calm. And I kind of see, and this is like my third time walking around, on this side of her, I see a contentment, a joy, a peace. Don't you see that little smile? And then I go back to the other side, paying close attention to her features once again on this side. I don't see the same joy in her face. I see contemplation. So that's an interesting conversation worth having about the various emotions that we hold in the same body, in the same space, in the same mind, that at one point you can experience this joy and this happiness and this contentment. And in the same space, you can also be thinking about the laundry list of to-dos, and the joy just isn't as present. But it is the same person. It is the same queen. We are holding the same space together. And the other beautiful thing is when I flip this around, you will notice that there's a shadow, and it's like two people in one, but it's just a little bit off-centered to let you know that they are both growing together. This image, this reflection, take this in. I, Chris Omni, will become a TED Fellow. I, Chris Omni, will travel the globe honoring my divine assignment. My divine assignment is to create and hold spaces of self-restoration and healing. In order to honor my divine assignment, I will live my 4 cardinal commitments. And I say that proudly, with her bearing witness to what I'm about to share with each of you. My 4 cardinal commitments are to see with new eyes, to listen with new ears, to speak with new tongue, and to walk with new intentions. Each one of those have 3 different parts, and I won't take the time right now. I'll do another video about that. And I said walk with new intentions. I should have said move with new intentions. But that's it. I wanted to share this moment with you before I leave, because she is why I made this stop in Lisle, Illinois. Enjoy. Oh, see, that's disrespectful. The sign right there said don't climb up on the sculptures. I need to get up out of here, y'all. Ashe.